Heya, cryptozens. Tonight's stories. Bitcoin safe from EU's MiCA. Rio to accept cryptocurrency for taxes. Nearly 50% of Germans ready for crypto. It's 10 p.m. Pacific time and the date is March 27th, 2022. Welcome back to the Crypto Overnighter. I'm your host, Nick. The cover model for this podcast is Tex, and together we take a nightly look at the crypto, NFT, and metaverse space and the industry that surrounds it. We bring you new stories on familiar topics. Keep in mind, nothing in this show should ever be considered financial advice. Adoption, like spring, is in the air. We've got 3 adoption-related tales for you this evening, but you know what comes with adoption? Scammers. Scumbag scammers out to take advantage of people that trust in their ignorance. I told you about a couple of chuckleheads last night. Got arrested for stealing 1.1 million in crypto and got caught pretty easily. Well, here's another one. Back in 2017, this guy, Harshad Patel, was introduced to this couple, Alpesh and his wife Party. Well, they convinced him to give them $19,000 to invest in Bitcoin on his behalf. So they took his money and said it will take a while to set his Bitcoin wallet up. And we know what kind of a line that is. And it gets even worse. See, the couple introduced Harshad to another guy, and that guy convinced him to transfer his investments to a crypto investment plan called Senar Wallet. So he transfers his money into the Senar Wallet. He got about $1,700 as a return on investment, and that was in the July-August 2017 period. He never got anything else. He just now, March of 2022, almost 5 years later, is filing a complaint with the cops. A little too trusting by my reckoning, and how many people get victimized along the way. Before we start into tonight's stories, let's take a quick look at the markets. At the time of writing, the global crypto market cap is $2.1 trillion. That's up 4.26% since we spoke last. The top 5 cryptos by market cap are Bitcoin up 5.29%, Ethereum up 4.68%, Tether, Binance Coin up 3.45%, and USDC. The global NFT market cap is up over 10.13 billion. It's down 3.21%. The top 5 NFT collections on OpenSea by sales volume are World of Women Galaxy up 292%, Azuki down 38%, Mutant Apes up 4%, Bored Apes up 7%, and Clonex up 39%. Keep in mind, some of these collections have very volatile prices, so do your own research. Bitcoin safe from EU's MiCA. It looks like it's officially official-ish. We've been talking about this for weeks now. The EU's proposed markets in crypto assets, or MiCA, regulatory package is going to go forward. It's just going to go forward without the provisions that would have banned proof-of-work cryptos. And for weeks now, we've been talking about those provisions. Hopefully we don't have to talk about them anymore. Hopefully the saga is over. I say that because they've chosen to advance the package without provisions around energy consumption concerns. See, they're set to go into trilogue negotiations soon. And these negotiations are between the EU Parliament, Council, and Commission. And they want to have a consensus on that package before the talks even get started. The one that they're taking forward is the one without the proof-of-work ban. Stefan Berger is a German lawmaker. He's the one who was leading the MiCA regulation efforts. On Friday, he tweeted that his suggested solution, that of taking out the POW ban, is unchallenged. And that means something here. That's a very specific term. At this point, the challenge deadline for this mandate ended on midnight Tuesday. So they met their goal of having consensus, it seems. The MiCA trilogue starts next week. Berger praised the EU's, quote, innovative strength. They've got other things on their mind too, right? NFTs. How are these going to be included in the MiCA package, if at all? What about DeFi? Who's going to regulate that and how? And there's a greater question around which EU institutions would be leading regulation in crypto. It was a couple of weeks ago, Monday, March 14th, that the European Parliament said no to the proof of work ban. They voted, and it ended up being 30 to 23 against keeping the ban language in the package, which is how we got to the point where we are today. That vote was a signal that it wasn't ready to go forward with that ban in place. Rio to accept cryptocurrency for taxes. So is the crypto revolution going to be won in town halls rather than the halls of huge governmental institutions? Because it seems like every other day, one city or another is accepting crypto payments, or they're going to be planning on it. We've talked about a few cities and states, places like Austin, Texas, and Colorado. These places are not declaring Bitcoin to be legal tender exactly, but you can pay your taxes with crypto. Now, here's another one. Rio de Janeiro announced plans to become the first Brazilian city to accept Bitcoin payments for taxes. Bloomberg Lineo issued a report, and that report outlined an announcement from the city of Rio. In the announcement, it said residents would be able to pay their local taxes using digital assets as of next year. It looks like their intent is to work with some companies that have already got some experience converting crypto into Brazilian real. You know what that means. They're not going to be carrying crypto on their balance sheet. Don't even think about it. It's going to automatically be converted to fiat, which isn't really surprising. It's just a little disappointing. So last January, Rio's mayor introduced a working group. And that working group was set up to figure out how to increase the use of crypto and how to use that to improve the local economy. In that announcement, they outlined a plan for a new committee, the Municipal Committee for Crypto Investments, and they're going to mitigate risks and develop a regulatory framework. That's what they say. Seems like another idea that they have is for getting into NFTs. They've talked about selling NFTs with pictures of like touristy places. Brazil's always been friendly to crypto of late. They greenlit one of the first Bitcoin ETFs last year. After that, February of 2022, rumors started going around about a crypto regulation bill shaping up in the Brazilian Senate. Back in 2021, they had a survey. And this survey was right after Nayib Bukele in El Salvador legalized Bitcoin, made it legal tender in El Salvador. The results of that survey said that nearly half of Brazilians support making Bitcoin legal tender. Nearly half. Sounds like Germany. Nearly 50% of Germans are ready for crypto, and a fair number of those were women. So this came from the exchange KuCoin. They had what's called a Into the Cryptoverse 2022 report. And according to them in that report, 44% of Germans are somewhat motivated to, quote, invest in cryptocurrencies to be a part of the future finance. As far as motivation goes, 35% of them said that they were interested in the passive income opportunities. 30%, they consider crypto to be a reliable store of future. And many of them also said that they were hoping for some financial independence. Among Germans aged 18 to 60, 16% have already invested in crypto, or they have been trading in the last 6 months. 77% are researching in hopes of finding potential assets to invest in. And out of that group, 31% plan to start lending cryptocurrencies. Now, as far as women goes, data indicates that there's growing interest in the cryptocurrency and digital assets among German women. The report said, quote, women account for 53% of the crypto curious. Now, given that 69% of crypto investors are men, that's a big difference. But it's not just a Germany thing, by the way. A BlockFi study said that a third of American women are planning to invest in crypto by the end of this year. 60% of them said they're going to do it in the next 3 months. Janeiro is the CEO of KuCoin, and he said the report clearly demonstrates a growing demand for cryptocurrencies in Germany. And that's despite the fact that there's no clear, well-rounded regulatory framework. The report said, quote, cryptocurrencies are popular among the supporters of the accumulation strategy, especially among the younger generation. They prefer to save for retirement on their own and diversify their savings through the use of cryptocurrencies. Well, the German government was the first ones to recognize Bitcoin as a legal instrument. Leo says they only have some success in regulating crypto. And that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. Okay, so tell me what you think. You remember that guy from my Open? That Indian couple that got arrested for stealing that guy's money? Okay, what do you think of this? The regulatory body of the Indian advertising industry is the Advertising Standards Council of India, ASCII. They released an advertising guideline for the crypto sector. Now, that made carrying a disclaimer mandatory for all cryptocurrency, digital exchange, and NFT ads. And this disclaimer says, crypto products and NFTs are unregulated and can be highly risky. There may be no regulatory recourse for any loss from such transactions. So, do you think that's going to help? Or are noobs just going to be noobs and that's how it is? Tell me what you think. Send me an email at crypto.overnighter@gmail.com. That's crypto.overnighter@gmail.com. Oh, and give Crypto in 5 Minutes a listen. We're up to 36 educational podcasts, 5 minutes to explain one concept in crypto. And until next time, may peace reign.